Frances was born just a few days before the lockdown began, and since that day, her grandparents have never once been able to hold her or visit her. In fact, while the current rules have been in place, they've only been able to see her through the window of her home in Blackburn.
Nobody's really seen her at all.
Tessa is a first-time mother and has found the lack of a family around her stressful and difficult.
I did think I'd be out and about and visiting places and showing her off, really. Because when you've got a new baby, that's all you want to do is show her to everybody and introduce her, so it's been a little bit hard. So many things when you're a new mum, you're just not sure if you're doing it right, or you just want that reassurance or somebody to show you a different way of doing something, or a new opinion.
Now, new rules mean that from Monday, people in England will be able to gather in groups of up to 6 people at once. That must be outdoors, but can for the first time include private gardens. And social distancing rules will still apply, so different households must remain at least 2 metres apart at all times. Scotland announced its own easing will begin from tomorrow. Up to 8 people across 2 households can meet outdoors. In Wales, an announcement on loosening restrictions is expected tomorrow, while Northern Ireland plans to enter the second phase of lifting its lockdown a week on Monday.
These changes mean that friends and family can start to meet their loved ones, perhaps seeing both parents at once or both grandparents at once. And I know that for many people this will be a long-awaited and joyful moment.
But the Prime Minister did indicate the measures could still be reversed in some areas.
Where necessary, we will reimpose measures. And it's very important to be clear about that up front.
And England's chief medical officer urged people visiting each other's homes to stick to basic hygiene measures.
If you were to do something like a barbecue, remember that passing things from one person to another, if you haven't washed your hands, you can transmit the virus that way. So it is the hands as well as the distance are absolutely critical to this.
Until now, the only way for families to come together has been in public spaces like this country park in Cheshire. For grandparents who've been used to close contact and for parents who've relied on them to help with childcare, it's not enough.
It's hard because we used to look after her while they were at work. And, you know, we used to see her 2, 3, 4 times a week. Now we've seen her probably 4 times in 11 weeks.
And if you ask, the children themselves are missing their grandparents too.
It's really hard not to be able to talk to them face to face, because sometimes when the internet isn't working you can't really talk to them properly.
Hiya!
Tessa was able to tell her in-laws the good news this afternoon, that after weeks just seeing Frances on a screen, they'll be able to see her in person.
Thinking from Monday, I think you can have groups of 5 or 6 in people's gardens, so teach her properly.
We'll be up really early on Monday.
For millions of people in England who have obeyed the rules and have been deprived of the chance to see the people they love, Monday can't come soon enough. Damon Green, News at 10, Lancashire.